Hey guys, welcome back to Evolving Mail. So today I've got a little something for the JK. It really could go on anything, but any vehicle with 7-inch headlights. But what I've got is I've got me some headlights, and I will leave a link to these lights below. You can check them out for yourself, but they are right here. So I did get these on Amazon. I got these, and I am supposed to leave. I am getting reimbursed for them if I leave a review, and so I'm gonna do that. And oop, I just dropped the light. I'm dropping all kinds of crap. But so I got these lights. They're pretty nice. They got halos. I'll put this down. They got some halos, a halo ring, and they blink. I'm not really sure how to get the blinking part done because the directions that I read didn't say anything about that part, but I think I know. I just got to figure it out for myself because I asked and they didn't respond. So that was cool. I'm not there right now. But first thing you got to do is you got to open up the hood, and I can probably do this without taking the what do you call it? The grill off, but I am going to take the grill off nonetheless. So the first thing you gotta do is up on top of the grill, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little tiny plastic like little plastic hold down things, and we're going to take those off. And the first thing we need is a flat tip screwdriver, and then you just pop these things off. They're pretty easy to do. I'm going to take you in for a closer look right here. Let me take you in. Ooh, back up. Okay, so you just put your screwdriver in there and you pop this little piece up, this piece push down. Watch this piece push down. We stick the screwdriver in there. There's 2 little slots on either side. You just pop it up, and you do the same thing here. And I can sort of tell that this has never been off. It's never been off this Jeep before, because usually when you do this, you mar up these little plastic things a little bit, and these look completely unmarred. But nonetheless, it doesn't really matter because they're extremely easy to do. Then you just go ahead and you take them all out around the whole front of the grill, and they sort of pop up out of the holder. One thing you can do is you can just go ahead, because they will come off, so just go ahead and pull both pieces out, and you can see here, right here. Let me show you. Put this back together. Oh, it's hard to put together outside the vehicle for whatever reason. Oh, when you turn around wrong. So when it's inside the vehicle, it looks just like that. You see that? And then you're just going to take a screwdriver and you're going to put it in this little piece right there. And it's going to pop up. It pops up a lot easier when it's contained inside of something, and then it just pops right up just like that. Then you're just going to go ahead and you're going to grab it, just pull it out, and then just grab this piece and pull it out too. So when you're done, it has a weird little shape to it. So there's a little shape, and it only kind of goes in one way, and that's what I was trying to do just now. So just turn it around if it doesn't want to pop back in, and then go ahead and take all of them out, because if you don't, you will drop them. We're going to take them all out, and we're going to set them down somewhere, and then just go ahead and pull out, and I'll show you now. You'll pull them all out because they're all going to come out. So let me center the camera a little. Oop, wrong way. Center the camera a little bit. Okay, then you're just going to pull behind it. It's going to grab the dash and or the grill. I keep wanting to say dash. Grab the grill, and as you lift up, just pull another one out. That one just popped out. That one just popped out. And this is one of those things on Jeeps and grills and dashes where it just gets sort of loud. So you're going to grab the bottom of it, and you're just going to pop it out. And it's just like interior panels. They have little things that just pop in and out. There you go, dash is out. Then you're just going to come in here, and you're going to, let me see if I can get you down in there. Bear with me. I'm going to take you down here, and right to this little light. Oops, sorry, to the light. And you're going to pull this red tab. See that red tab right there? Just going to push it in, pull it, and then push this black tab down right there. Push the black tab down. Okay, so you're going to unhook, push this thing down, unhook the light, unhook that light, and then we're going to go over to the other side. We're going to do the same thing there. It's upside down, but it's the same process. And then you take the whole grill out, and the lights stay in it like that. See the lights right there? The lights are staying in. And that's all for that. I'm just going to put the grill on top of the truck right there. Okay, so now you have access to everything you need access to. Little bolts right there that take the lights out. Let's see. I'm going to grab these other lights and see. There is a retaining ring, this metal retaining ring that we need to get out. So we're going to, nope, I don't know what size that is. We're going to figure this out together. Once we do, I'll take a little toolkit I have right here with a bunch of stuff on it. It has a bunch of little star type things. Yeah, I don't know if it's this one or the next one. Yep, it's the next one. So it's this one little star bit, and it looks like a T15, S2 T15, little star bit. Okay, we're going to take the right there. I'm going to take that, and just basically you're going to take some kind of nut driver. I have a couple different ones. This kit I got at Home Depot for like 20 bucks or something. Gonna take the little nut driver kit, and we're gonna pull these little things off. Now this is when it helps to have some kind of little pan to hold these screws, and I have one around here somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. So anyway, just make sure you have somewhere to put these little screws. I have a little Harbor Freight magnet type thing, but I don't know where I put it. Okay, so there's 4 of them. Just take your time so you don't drop these screws, because that sucks, looking for screws. If you watch any of my videos, you know that I'm generally like, not able to speak, but also I lose stuff. And then you guys laugh at me and call me an idiot or whatever. Okay, got those 4 off, and the headlight pops right out. And it's crazy because this is super light compared to the other one. So right here you have a little green plug, okay, a little red thing on there. Pop the red thing up again. Now red is a lock, and then push down the tab, and wiggle it, and the whole thing pops out. So you can see that those are different ends. So what you're going to have in this kit with the headlight is you're going to have an adapter, and the adapter goes from the green plug to the adapter, and then has a different out. So if you took the out of this adapter and you went to put it in here, it's completely different. So looking at the new lights, looking at the new lights, it's got a new plug. So yeah, so we're gonna set this new light up here. We're gonna go ahead and plug the adapter in. Plug the adapter in and lock it, and that's it. Bob's your uncle, as the Brits say. So then the other thing you have that comes with this kit is there's some wires, and if you're looking at the instructions tell you, take the ring out, which I honestly didn't even look at this because I know this. It says the red wire DRL connect to the car accessory. So that's your DRL, which is your daytime running light. So each light we are going to connect to an accessory switch coming from somewhere up here. So after we're all done, we're going to take these wires and we're going to go up to the battery and we're going to find a place to tap in. So that leaves a yellow wire. We'll do that, but we're going to do that here in a minute. Okay? We're going to do that here in a minute. And if you're looking at the plug, we're going to plug this in, and then we're going to have to tap in the red wire to this red thing right here, this little plug thing. Plug, you like my words? And then yellow is going to go to this one. So yellow is going to be the turn signal, I believe. They don't tell you anywhere in this kit to do that. It's kind of a pain in the ass that they don't tell you. But all in all, we're going to figure it out because that's what we do here on Evolving Male. Okay, so initially I was thinking that, I forgot I'm dealing with a JK, so it's not this that blinks, it's the front light on the grill. It's the grill lights that blink. So on the passenger side, you take this wire, and you can use those little crimp-on things, but I don't really like them because they're wobbly and kind of whatever. So they're just as bad as this, except for this is tighter. So what I did is I used my meter. I used a meter. I stuck the black in the black, and I stuck the other one in both of these. And the only one I got a signal on with the turn signal currently running was this, the furthest away from the black. So you got the middle wire, you got black wire, middle wire, and the other wire, which on the passenger side at the moment happens to be white with red, whereas the other one is white with like orange. So I skinned back a little bit of the meat there, a little bit of the meat, and I got some bare wire, and I skinned up this yellow wire, and I'm going to wrap it around, and I'll show you what it looks like in just a second. So there you go, I wrapped it around. Now I'm going to put some tape over that and tape the whole thing back together. Okay, so I taped it up, and then I taped the three of them together, and I'm going to put it back in this loom. But for the minute, I went ahead and I plugged the light in. Okay, when I plugged the light in, this yellow wire, the turn signal is currently blinking to the right, towards the passenger. So I turn this light on, plug the light in, everything, so it's grounded through that, and I'm going to test it out into my yellow to yellow, and the light starts blinking. There's my halo's blinking. So we know the halo works, and we know that was the correct wire, and we're going to go back in here, and we're going to shut this off. Take the key out. And there we go. Now we can work on tidying this up, putting the light back on, and this side will be done. Other than the red wire, we gotta get the red wire up there. Okay, guys. So this is the reason why I don't get rid of stuff. So I've got a loom here that I didn't use for other stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're going to, I got a bunch of white wires and I got a red wire. So I'm gonna take red wire, piece of red wire, and I'm gonna attach it to this. So I can disconnect it. So once I hardwire everything up to stuff, it's not so permanent. I'm just trying to do it where we look like we got a brain about us. So we're gonna use the red and the white wire, okay? And I'm gonna cut the blue and the black because I don't need them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that, and then the blue and the black, same thing. Cut that. Okay, so now what I got here is I got a red wire that I need to just have long enough to put red wire go back to the battery. Red wire is going to come down here, and then the white wire is going to go to the driver's side. So I just need to get enough wire. So this is actually long enough because if I come right in here, and then I could just plug it in right there. I've got this one plugged in right there. I'd actually like to go a little bit further, so I think we're going to do that. So I'm gonna route this red wire right up inside this with the yellow. I'm just going to take it right to about there, and I'm going to cut it about the same length, and I'm trying to do it as professionally as possible, so the next person that gets this Jeep can at least make some heads or tails out of what my method of madness was. Okay, so we're going to take that, we're going to crimp this down, crimp this down right here, nice and crimp. So there's your power for your daytime running light is red, and then your yellow one is your blinker for the running light. So we got this little piece coming through here, and we actually have to I need to extend this, so I need to strip this piece right here. I need to strip this one. Crap, I need to strip that, and I need to strip this red one. I got them stripped. I'm just gonna put them together like that, and I actually am going to heat shrink them together, because you know I like my heat shrink. Amazon heat shrink, man. So we're going to heat shrink these two wires together to extend this red wire. It's very simple. Okay. Just tighten them together. I'm going to run the heat shrink over. Heat shrink over, so you got a nice long extra wire. You guys can see that? Can you see that? Oh, can't zoom in, but you can see that. So now I can use I can either use what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my heat gun just to heat that up real quick. Got my plug right down here. Just going to heat that up. Shrink it. Shrinks it up nice and good. Keep any moisture out. Moisture's not going to interfere with the electrical current going through, but it's going to make it rust and turn to crap, or not rust, but oxidize, and just go crazy. I'm making up words. All right, so now we got that. So these two wires. So for these two wires, what I'm going to do is I got plenty of this. This is a little bit thicker white one, so I got to get back to the battery here. So let me see if this is long enough. So I got to get this wire down through here and up into the battery. That one's not going to be long enough. Find a longer one. Got a longer one right there. So that's what we're going to do. Actually, this is thicker. We're gonna have to extend that one too. I'm trying to reuse some of the extra wire I got laying around all over the place. Alright, so we're going to run this wire through here. That's going to go to the fuse block. And it may actually be long enough, because actually I don't go to the battery, I'm going to the fuse block. So it might be long enough. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to strip this red and white one, because the halos just need accessory power. Okay, I'm going to give myself a little. The halos just need accessory power. They're always both on. So they can use the same power source. Okay. They can use the same exact power source. Twist these together. Twist those together. Okay. And then this is going to take a bigger piece of heat shrink, I think. A little thicker piece, fatter. Okay, just cut a piece there. I'll put it over this white wire here. And we got these two together right there. We're just going to twist them together. So we're taking the red and the white one, because they're both power, twisting them together, and we are just going to run the heat shrink over the top of it to make one. Take 2 wires and make one out of it. We're going to heat it up, shrink it down. Nice and shrunk up. Okay, so now we can unplug. Well, basically, we can unplug this. Figure out how I did that. How this goes together. Push down. Push down. So now we got our hot source coming in, and we got our red wire, which is redness there. Okay, and then we got a hot wire here. So now what I'm going to do is because I like to let people know what the heck's going on. I gotta get this white wire over to there. So it's actually not quite long enough because I'm using up other pieces of wire. So I have to make it longer. So that's okay. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna extend it. I'm going to extend it. I'm going to put a piece of heat shrink over it as well. And I'm using red because red is power. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this together. Put these pieces together. And this is just I'm making an extension cord essentially to get to the other side that I can run along this wire loom. I don't want it tight. I want to give it nice and room and run it as natural as I can. So I'm just trying to run. Got the 2 wires together. Bend over and throw out my back. Put the heat shrink together. Heat shrink them together, I mean, next speed. Heat shrink them together. So now I got a long wire that I can get to the other side. When I get to the other side and I go to wire the other side in, right before I get to this terminal here, right before I get to when I have this terminal plug, because it's going to come to the loom on the driver's side, I'm going to put a red heat shrink on there on a white wire, and that's to say, hey, I am in fact a red wire. And I may actually put a couple little bands, like a band to band to band. That's going to get someone's attention that there's something here. It's probably power. So that's just how I'm going to roll that. So before you criticize me for being a hack or something, you know, this is an at-home project. And I'm trying to do this in a way that everyone else can do the same thing. Okay, so I'm running this wire to go to the other side. We're gonna leave ourselves some room to go up here comfortably. You can actually go ahead and put this together because this is the one that's going to go to the source power. And you don't have to have these connectors. You can just run straight. You can do however you want to do it. I'm just doing it because I have the stuff. So to me, it makes sense to do that. So I'm going to take it up here, and you can zip tie it, or in this case, I'm just going to take a little bit of electrical tape. Take a little piece of electrical tape. I'm going to put it on here to hold it on for the minute, because I have zip ties galore, but at the moment I don't know. Oh, here they are. Never mind. Zip ties. My favorite tool of all time. So we're going to put a zip tie here. So, you know, once the dash is on, you're not going to see this. But that doesn't matter. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to zip tie this to the other side. We're just going to run this for now. And I'll do the other light here in a minute. I'll probably put the other light on a fast motion, so you don't have to sit here and sit through the rigmarole of all that. Just need more zip ties. You never have too many zip ties, I don't think. I mean, I suppose you could have too many if you had like a million billion, but I don't have a million billion, so I don't have too many. I'm just gonna feed this wire up behind here. I'm just going to pull it up there for now and just kind of get it out of the way. One more. Flip it on. I'm just following that loom, and I could, you know, I guess I could take it off that, out of this black wire loom and put it inside, but I got no time for that crap because I'm never going to see it again, and it's fine how it is. I'm going to go back and cut all these off. You know, you could use a black wire, you could use a red wire, you could use a purple wire, you could use whatever kind of wire you want. You just do what you want to do. Your Jeep. You know. But I'm just trying to do a job that makes me happy with the way I did it. Okay, so we got this wire over there. We got everything pulled up. Pull this wire up. That can go out of the way. Just get this out of it. Just needs to be out of the way. It doesn't even matter. Okay. So now I got the red wire coming from that. I got that wire coming from that. I got everything I need. I'm pretty much done. So now all I gotta do is take the plastic off. Okay. Try to ascertain which side is up. And I'm going with big side is up. I was gonna say the other way. High beam at the top, low beam at the bottom. The writing here that says DOT is kind of upside down, but who cares? So, oh, actually, okay, well, it says on the picture, it shows, I guess the bigger one at the bottom. It's kind of hard to tell. Whatever, it probably really doesn't matter a whole lot, but we're going to go ahead and put this together. So I'm going to plug this in. Plug this in right there. I'm going to plug in the red to the red, and it has these little covers on here for one side. I don't have covers on the other side, so we're going to keep it from touching. We're going to put a little bit of tape on there. It does kind of cover a little bit. I'm going to put a little tape on there just to kind of make sure that it's not going to touch. And that's that right there. So we got that. Just cut a piece of tape. Just a little piece of tape to hold that on there. And I'm going to do the other side, and I'll show you that to you in a minute. Okay. Okay, so got my screws for the ring, for the headlight retaining ring, and just got to kind of get it up against there so you know which way to go. We're going to put the DOT and SAE that's written on that glass. I'm going to put that right side up. We're just going to push these wires. I put a little tape on these wires, see, just to hold the covers on. Everything else is plugged in. I'm just going to push it in back there. And this wire, so there's a difference. Like, look at the difference. So you got, this is cut off right there. So there's a little bit of extra space in there. Not that it matters a whole lot because you got plenty of space anyway. But if you're worried about being able to fit everything, don't worry. No need to worry. So let's put the screws back in the hole. Go to your hole. That's an Adam Sandler reference. Okay. Tighten these up. Now when it gets dark, I'm probably gonna have to come out here and make sure my headlights are right. And you set those by going back about 25 feet, and you should, I think 25 feet, you should be like 36 inches up off the ground. But the one thing you gotta do is get this right, straight. So, gotta loosen it up a little bit. Too tight. Loosen it up. Grab hold of the front of it. Dadgummit. Dadgummit. Can't. I'm having trouble turning it. Okay, we're going to take some screws out. I can't get the headlight to turn. Well, so I should be okay with it not jiggling around and moving, because now I can't get it to do it. And I want it to. Okay, got that turned it in there, got it straight up and down. Ish. Straight up and down. Put my top screws back in. Tighten them down nice and good, like. Okay, nice and good. That's good to go. We got this in here. This one's all done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the driver's side. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it on like a fast go, and you can see how that goes. So stay tuned. So when I first put it on, it was just kind of loose, so I just had to put the light in there first, tighten the socket, and then tighten everything down on top of it. The other one didn't do that, and I honestly think it has more to do with the Jeep, either the socket or the retaining ring, than it does the light. So it's still, it moved right there, but now it's fine. I don't know, it's fine. I think we're good. So now we're gonna go ahead and put this other stuff back together. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so now we're good. We're gonna go ahead and put our grill back together, which is pretty simple. You have these little tabs. You have these little tabs right here. See these little tabs, little aluminum tabs, and there's corresponding holes in the front. So you want to put the bottom in first, and in the middle there's just a little finger that goes in a hole, just a guide pin. Put that in. That's as simple as that. You're gonna grab your I don't know what I did with them now. As soon as I find the parts, I'm gonna come back. Oh my goodness, 5 minutes at least looking for them. They're staring me right in the face. So it's easier if you just take the top part out. Take the top part out and just get the plug or whatever. Put the plugs in. Just push them in. This was the single most awesome thing I think they did with the JK. I was making fun of the JK when it first came out because it was so plastic and all that. You know, old school mentality. Everything's got to be made out of friggin' cast iron steel or whatever. But not cast iron steel, but you know what I mean. Super thick steel. The old school thinking. And then I already shoved that one in there. Then just go ahead and line these up. Remember, they only go in one way. Just put the push pins in, and we're done. Except we got to hook up that power cable. So I'm going to take you over there, and we're going to figure that out right now. Okay, so we got our white cable, and we need to take off the fuse block. There's two buttons right here, two little tabs. It flips up. You can actually pull this off. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look in here, and there's all kinds of writing. And in here, somewhere, it should tell us that there's an accessory, meaning that it won't come on until you turn the key, which is what we're after. And as soon as I find it, I'll come back. And here's a real funny thing right here. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it up there. At the very top, it has a 1 and a 2, and right here it says, at the bottom it says Wrangler /JK, and at the top it says minivan /RT. So it's kind of funny they're using the same thing for a minivan. So we're essentially driving minivans. Okay, so I can't find the one that for accessories. It doesn't say it on this. And to be honest, between my eyes getting older and worse, the print on it is a little smudged. It's like smudged. It's fuzzy. And I got these little. These are pretty neat. These are like a little piggyback fuse thing. And I don't remember which one does what. I think this one is the accessory, but it doesn't matter because I'm bending crap. I'm putting 20s in there anyway. So we're just gonna put, wait, this one is too small. I got the wrong one. Okay, so I got 2 fuses in there. Need a little help to push these down. So just taking a pair of channel locks and just kind of pushing them down. Ow! That's not what to do. Try not to bend them. Okay, so now got those in there. This is going to go to the wire. Got those in there, so I'm going to take this wire, run this wire up, and cut a little bit off of this wire. Turns out it's a little too long. Cut this this wire in here. Hang it. Twist it. Comes with its own little connector there. Crimp it. Nice and crimped. We're going to stick this in the place we took the other one out. Now we're going to go ahead and test it. Holy crap. Okay, after a lot of cussing and finagling, I got it to work. So I got the little fuse thing, and right here, I basically took it. There's a fuse right on the other side of that. There's two right here that aren't being used. I plugged them in there, and they didn't come on because they were either coming on or they wouldn't come on with the key. So right now they're off with the key off. We come in here and turn our key accessory on, and we got our daytime running lights, which is what we were after. When we turn the key off, it stops. Now if you turn the we turn our turn signal on, turn signals are on, daytime running light goes off, and the light comes on. That one's blinking fast. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to hook those up, so I got to go underneath and hook them up. So fear not, it's blinking fast because we got one unplugged, or it's telling you the light's out or something. So if you come in from the side, you just plug it right in. Plug it in. Plug. Right in. Plug it in there. Push the red tab in, and you're good. And well, it's blinking. So we need to put some LEDs down there. But let's try the other side. The other side's blinking. And that's blinking. Now it's blinking slower now because it doesn't have the I think that one's blinking fast. Not sure why that one's blinking fast. The other one's blinking slow, but I'm going to screw with it and find out. Okay, so all I had to do was turn the I had to turn the key off and back on again. I got rid of the error. There was an error up on the dash that the left turn signal was out, but now it's gone. So the error's out and the turn signals work, and we'll come back out at night and we'll test out, see how good the lights are. Maybe have to adjust them. So stay tuned. That's a big pain in the butt, but we got it working. That's all that matters. To put the lid back on, I kind of cut a little notch right in the side so I can put the wire in. Fits in a notch right there. A little extra wire. It's okay. Put the hood down. We're good to go. We're going to take it for a test ride, and we'll take it back out when it gets dark. Okay, guys. So the lights, they look good. I mean, they work good. I'm parked up against the garage, so you can see that the beam is straight across. I had to lower the I had to adjust. There's a screw in there. I had to adjust the headlight down. They were shooting way up. So right here, if you look, there's like a little lip right there. There was no lip, so I had to add a lip. But the nice straight beam across. I think they look fantastic at night. They're so much brighter than the other lights, and just a really good thing. I think they worked out good in conjunction with the tail lights that I put on, the LED tail lights. I just think, you know, LEDs all around is nice. Eventually I'll get some what the hell's in my shoe? Eventually I'll get some marker lights and some turn signal lights that are LED, and we'll go there. That's going to be it, guys. Please hit like and subscribe below. Can you see me? Let's get it. Ooh, spooky. Please hit like and subscribe below. Please check out my other channel, Twisted Throttle Moto. That's all motorcycle stuff. So if you got any interest there, please check it out. And if you don't have any interest, hey, check it out. You never know. Find out that you like it too. You never know. There's room for growth in all of us. That's how we evolve. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you guys checking me out. Please check me out on Instagram at Evolving Male, on Facebook at Evolving Male, on TikTok, writing letters in the sky,
smoke screens and everything else. So just check me out. Really appreciate it. And as always, guys, peace out.